Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez also says it is immoral that billionaires exist. I'm just wondering, if she thinks it's immoral that billionaires exist, how does she think that half the globe was raised out of dire, extreme poverty in the last 30 years? Here's AOC in all of her eminent wisdom explaining economics.
Do we live in a moral world that allows for billionaires? Is that a moral outcome in and of itself?
No, it's not. It's not. I don't think that necessarily means that all billionaires are immoral. But I do think a system that allows billionaires to exist when there are parts of Alabama where people are still getting ringworm because they don't have access to public health is wrong.
Okay, so I love that the system that exists is just unfair. You know, I'm not saying billionaires are bad people. Okay, so these two things cannot coincide, right? If you say that billionaires are not bad people who are not exploiting people, then how do you rip the system that creates billionaires? Right, really, if you have a free classroom, right, and the classroom is a free place of intellectual inquiry, and some students do better than other students, and you say, you know what, I'm not ripping on the students who do better, because that would not be right. I mean, they're good kids. But I'm just ripping on a system that allows those students to succeed. You can't have it both ways. Either the billionaires are exploiters, which is why we should dock them their money, or they haven't done anything wrong, in which case you are just a jealous creep who wants to steal their money and give it to somebody else because you think that you are fairer than a system of free enterprise. I love the idea that you can sort of destroy the foundational notions of free enterprise by saying that you shouldn't be able to make a certain amount of money. And then you can assume that all of the gains of free enterprise will remain, that it doesn't kill the entrepreneurial spirit, that it doesn't destroy the ability to create and design new products. America's economy is dynamic specifically because we have lots of billionaires. Seriously. Bill Gates, you take away his entire profit motivation after he makes $1 million, because $1 million is rich, right? You take away his entire profit motivation, how many people do you think he hires at Microsoft? You think he's just going to work for the public dole? That ain't happening. Okay, the fact is, the billionaires are the people who create the jobs for a lot of other people. And they're not creating the jobs because they're wonderful, nice people. They're creating the jobs because they need to hire people so they can continue making money. The free market system is a way of turning selfishness into altruism. The free market system means that my desire for additional profit means that I have to give you something that you want. CNN tweeted something out like this yesterday. 12,000 billionaires own more wealth than the bottom 50% of the world's population. Okay, so? Honest to God, so? There are people in LA right now who own a lot more money than I do. Have they stolen their money from me? Did they steal my money in any way? If the answer is no, then you're just being jealous. If the answer is no, then you just want to undermine the greatest system for the alleviation of poverty in the history of humanity, a system that does not allow the confiscation of wealth from other people just because you are jealous of them.